Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Monday, December 18, 2023. Welcome to my daily stand-up, my little vlogish thing where I'm recording and motivating, I guess, for myself and for you, talking about what I'm doing to try to maintain and grow content creation to make it something I can keep doing forever. Forever, yes. So let's talk about this silly Monday, sorry. Let's talk about Friday and the weekend. So you'll remember Friday. You'll remember it is early. Mushmouth. You will remember that Friday I was talking about working on the update to the GameStation Pro firmware update. Words aren't working today. I got that video completed and I released it Friday about 5:30 or so, I guess. It's doing really well. For major topical videos these days, thousands of views in the first day or two is not crazy anymore, which is, that's what you want to see. So that video that I dropped, it's now been out, so that was Friday evening, so that would be Saturday evening, Sunday evening, so a little over 2 days, not quite 3 days. That has done 7,400 views, and on its own, it's netted us about 25 new subscribers. According to the stat page. That's always interesting because all that means is they clicked on the button while on that page. Doesn't mean that's the thing that made them do it, but it's a good indicator that it might be the thing that made them do it, right? So that video continues to do well. It's still doing well this morning. It's also not evergreen. It has an expiration date. It's going to live for through Christmas, certainly. That's only a week, but through the holidays. As people get their new GameStation Pro, I expect people are going to rip things open in the tree, go read about these toys, and I have videos on these toys. So like Christmas morning is sometimes a weird spike of people. Well, afternoon. Morning they're opening presents. Afternoon they go and watch videos about the things they got. So it's always a weird time to watch the stats. Speaking of getting to stats, let's talk about the Advent calendar. You remember that I finished all the 24 days of Pac-Man last week. So now I just I just feel like a video manager. I'm like, what's coming out today? Let's see how it does. I'm not doing it. I did it, over a week ago, but I'm watching them release. So whenever I talk about these, of course, I'm talking about up until yesterday. The new one just dropped like 4 hours ago. So the Advent series has done about 20,000 views overall, netted us about 36 subscribers. It continues to pull in about 1,200 views a day. We have another week of them left, I guess, including today, as I think there's 7 left to get to the 24th. I'll tell you, I'm really happy about the last one, the 24th. Not because it's like the most amazing item, but the way it came together and the way that it tells a little story in the midst of it. It's like an extra 30 seconds longer than the others. I think it should be a nice little payoff if people stick around through the series to see the last one and the extra that went into that one. Again, don't make a big deal out of it, but I'm happy about it. Can't wait for people to see it. Advent continues fine, so feeding into the stats-wise then, really strong weekend, but we had a really weak last Wednesday, Thursday that's still in our 7-day average. So right now we're up to about 13,500 views per day, averaging about, over the last 7 days, 55 subscribers a day over the last 7 days. And that has brought us, I think last time we talked, we had not yet reached 42.4. We were right on the edge. We're now at 42,590. So we're almost to 42.6. Let's see. Well, 42.6 will be momentarily. That's going to be later in the day. But I think we could hit 7 or 8 by the end. We might could hit 43 by the end of the week. Certainly by Christmas, maybe. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? So that's going fine. Let's talk about today then. Today is Monday. Very often Mondays are a planning day for me. So this is. Let's bundle in what I'm working on today into what I was going to talk about, and that is really weird things have happened to this 12-year-old dork that played Atari in his bedroom years ago. In that, like the other day, I'm preparing for doing a live stream of Mr. Run and Jump, and I'm like, well, I would rather emulate it, so I contacted Atari, and they just sent me the ROM to emulate. What? Like, John just called Atari and they just said, here, have a game? Staggering. But bigger probably even is that I wouldn't call it a friendship, I have a congenial working familiarity with Howard Scott Warshaw. I I've been talking with him over the last few months. I interviewed him a year ago almost, which we have found out about the sequel to Yars he's working on. Great stuff. And he's been staying in touch with me. When I have more, I want to share it with you. I really like your work. Thank you. And so I've been talking to him. And so I'll say, hey, any new news? He's like, give me like 3 weeks and contact me. So I put it on my calendar. I wait 3 weeks. I don't bug him, and then I contact him. So over the weekend was the most recent reach back out to me. I might have something for you. He thought he had something to release before Christmas, but not quite. So I'll talk to him again in January. But I had expected that I was going to have an interview with Howard Scott Warshaw this week for a piece of content. That's where this was not me name dropping. If Will or Kat are watching this, they're blowing the air horn because I do that to Will all the time. It is to tell you that I had expected to be having an interview schedule this week and then chop that interview up and make shorts out of it and generate it. Anyway, that didn't happen, so that's coming out later. So I have to figure out what other things. Very often Monday becomes a planning day, and today is, because of that falling through, this is a planning day. So I have a couple of different ideas. I think leading into the holidays with 5 days here before I'll take the week off of Christmas. What things can I do that maybe something evergreen, something that's either been around a while or very topical or whatever. I have one idea of something I keep putting off. I might get around to that. It might be a good time for that. But today will definitely be reading comments, writing, brainstorming, prepping the podcast for tomorrow, and deciding what that video, at least one long-form video, will be that I can produce and get out this week. Yeah, so that is the plan for today, and that's where we are. So heading into the holidays, heading into the Christmas break. Yeah, I've seen several new people pop in, very kind people pop in the comments, say really nice things. Really happy to have you here. I'm always stunned that we've grown beyond the initial couple hundred people that I know or might care about me, that we reach other people that I have not had the pleasure of meeting in person, but that you found something interesting in this little daily blah blah we talk about. So it's nice to have you here. I'm grateful. Thanks for the kind comments too. Yeah, I'm gonna get after it today. Monday, it sleeps for no man. Time to get after it. Thank you so much for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you're here every day, you are bonkers. Thank you for being here regularly and helping me and maintaining my morale and my enthusiasm. So thankful for you. Have a great Monday. Please do something good for yourself if you have an opportunity, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.